Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.
All right, welcome to the KVJ After the Show Podcast.
Kevin's eyes look insane, but he's got new hair. Virginia is a witch and she farts in her chair. Jason is a spaz who's got an old man's ass. Welcome to the After the Show Podcast.
Yeah, here we go. It is so close to the weekend. Thursday, bam. And tomorrow night, the Naked Mile going down. Jaybirds been practicing. He's got a video he's going to be posting up of, what is this, kind of like your trials and maybe errors on getting this thing figured out?
Well, it's not that long of a video. It's just me jogging in place, but Denny's strategically put my Bigfoot statue over my dong, and the whole time Chewy is just watching my business.
Chewy has to have a lot of questions.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. That dog seems to really love me, though. I think he's just as weird as I am.
The Bigfoot head is strategically covering his junk while he's running.
Okay.
And you seem to be having a good little pace there. Looks to be about a 13-minute mile.
Yeah, there you go. Right there.
Okay, there he is. So you're running naked. Okay, and the Bigfoot statue is right in. Oh boy, that thing almost fell over. We almost got a. Yeah, just look at Chewy's just looking up at you like, what is this guy doing?
I know Chewy's got to be like, really?
No.
It got weirder today than it was yesterday?
Yeah, okay.
We can post that, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you don't see your D at all.
So that's my technique. If I do that, what are your thoughts? That's pretty strong?
Well, you're going to see your dick because you got both your hands out by your...
So what I was saying, with that Bigfoot headset, that's where my hand's going to be, and I'm just going to do this the whole entire time.
Yeah, it's just a matter of keeping your balance. You're on a treadmill. I've never, if I'm on a treadmill, usually
Have you tried on a treadmill yet?
That's your question.
What are you doing in your yard? Go get on a treadmill.
Yeah, that's not going to tell you a lot.
Because it's so easy to go get on a treadmill naked.
Well, I have a treadmill.
Well, you don't have to get naked on the treadmill. You would just kind of run and take your hand and just kind of put it in front of you, like so it's not like obvious because you're probably at a gym where there are people.
Yeah, and all of a sudden I get...
No, you could come to my gym. There's never anybody in there.
Yeah.
Cool. 45 minutes to Cuesta.
Yeah, I got a place for you. You can just go in there just real quick, and then no one would even notice. You're just sitting there, run along, and then you just
grab your junk.
Yeah,
can I for about 6 minutes run with my hand basically on my belt buckle?
6.
Well, I'm
Okay, 10. Yeah, if you could do 10 minutes running or
10.
jogging or whatever, because you got to use the other hand. If the tempo is too much and you need to slow down, you got to make sure you can use that.
That's going to be Virginia helping with the buttons.
I'll do the buttons.
Yeah.
But there's no way
Are you drinking before?
Of course.
Okay, so you're going to have drunk Virginia working the buttons on the speed?
Keep in mind, I don't want him to fall. I'm
know.
gonna only.
I'm not saying you're doing it like diabolically.
He's saying you're dumb.
No, I'm saying she's hammered. I'm not saying you're dumb.
Well, I am dumb, but
I'm
I
saying
will
you're
also be hammered.
If I were drinking and I'm supposed to, because I know starting a treadmill, there are a lot of times is a big difference between that 0.4 and that 0.7.
Amen.
And so if you're like, I got it, you're trying to hit the 0.4, and all of a sudden Virginia's got you at 0.9. You go, oh my gosh, and sped all the way up. All it takes is a jolt like that. Treadmills will speed up super fast.
It's weird, though. I know I should not trust the witch, especially in a moment where I'm going to be so vulnerable.
I think she has good intentions.
I hear what you're saying, but for some reason, I want to hitch my cart to the Virginia horse, and I don't know why.
I've provided you a bouncer that's going to be standing there with a shirt, by the way. The bouncer's wife is making him a custom shirt that says Jaybird Security Team.
I never thought I would see it end this way, but I am really trusting. I really do trust Virginia with the Naked Mile. When we first started doing this, I'm like, no way. I want nothing to do with the witch. She's going to throw shrimp at me. I'm going to have to duck. I think she really does not want me to fall. I think she does not want. I know the witch. She doesn't.
I think in her heart of hearts, yes. I think you're reading that right. And it's not anything even about Virginia's particular drunkenness. I would say me. I would not, if I had been having a good after probably 3 to 4 cocktails, the delicate balance of you being on a treadmill and not jostling you to where you could fall, I'd be like, I don't know if it's a good idea. Because I've worked a treadmill sober while running and tired, and I have sometimes undone myself going the wrong way on those things.
Answer me just this one question. Are you the Snack Packs manager currently?
I currently am, yes, sir.
You're hired for the gig. You are my guy.
I promise you, I will perform my duties to the best of my ability, despite the 7 beers that I will have before going on that stage.
And for some dumb fucking reason, I believe you.
I will do my best to keep you from falling.
I believe it.
I will lower the speed if I see you struggling.
But also, too, you're a good hype person. I want you to get in that crowd.
I got this.
Okay, I just want to see. I want to put this out because I think this is kind of where we are now with this. Do you think we are going to see Jason's dick at Swampgrass Willie's?
Suit
says
Will
yes.
we see his Swampgrass
Raise
Willie?
your hand. Are we going to see? Is it going to be for the crowd? Is the crowd going to see his? Oh, Denny's is like a for sure.
Denny's,
I'm
come
a yes.
on.
Suits is a yes. Denny's is a yes.
No dick for you.
Thumbelina, are you a yes? Are we going to see Jaybird's dick tomorrow night?
I'm only saying no.
Okay.
You guys are just dick hopeful.
Honestly,
I'm not hopeful.
Kevin,
I'm dick worried.
if I stay like this the entire time,
Yeah, you're running in place.
I'm good on a treadmill. I am absolutely good on a treadmill. And from what I understand, the treadmill that we're getting is not a bad one.
No, I'm sure. No,
Yeah.
It's quality.
Yeah, it's quality. So if it's quality, I'm not worried about the stutters. I'm really not. And if it does stutter, I go like this. I fall,
Yeah.
you get my crack.
And by the way, just to let you know, it is my good friend Carlos over at Busybody that is doing this. Gyms to Go is the place if you need your own treadmill to run naked on gymstogo.com, 877-GYMTOGO.
I think he'll bring like equipment to your
They
house.
deliver, yeah, from
Oh,
Vero.
wow.
You can have it in your house and then
Yep.
just like rent it from him.
Yep.
Interesting.
They've
It's
got it all.
amazing.
Vero to Key West, brands like Precor, Life Fitness, Matrix, Cyber, and more. There you go. So
Oh,
and
the
they-
good stuff.
And they even do Brunswick pool tables and foosball tables and stuff like that. So that's what was hooking us up. Yeah, so it will be high quality, without a doubt, the treadmill. But I'm even talking about my own issues. High quality doesn't mean it's just that. In fact, high quality is very responsive to touch. Those are
don't
the ones
worry.
that can really, if you're like you can put your hand on and go, blah, 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 and it'll speed up super fast.
Start me at 5.0, and then we'll go to 5.5. If we live in that world, I will be able to jog, walk. It should not be any longer than 15 minutes.
It's going to be a little over 15 minutes
It'll be a little over.
if you jog walk.
I'll give you 16 minutes. It should be. But then if you get the crowd cheering,
Get
and I
like a
want-
Rocky thing
yeah,
going. Yeah.
bird, not we see a ball. We see a ball. That's when it's going bad for me.
Somebody suggested, they texted and they said, you should just speed walk. Stay at the same. Don't try adjusting. Get on there, get to something that's going to be like, I'm going to be here until I hit a mile. So you're not adjusting.
That's boring.
I agree with my cut. My corner. I agree with my cut guy.
That's actually really good advice. It might take you longer, but there's no chance of seeing
No,
your dick then.
You can't have greatness if you don't have a little running in this thing. The crowd's going to be cheering. They want running.
He can't keep up with a. I mean,
I'm not sprinting. I'm a song and dance man.
He's not going to sprint.
I'm a song and dance man. I want to give the people something to watch. I don't want them to just watch me walk.
You're going to get to a good jogging pace you think you can maintain for 1 mile.
Here's what
If
I
he
think.
needs me to take it down, I will.
I think I'll jog probably for.
That's the problem, Virginia. This is where.
Nah, I believe in my girl.
Your lacking of faith in me is really hurting my feelings.
I
My little
believe.
witch feelings are hurt.
I believe in my girl for some stupid fucking reason.
My fears are your techniques because I've been watching a lot of your training sessions.
I know, Mijo, and I appreciate
Well,
that.
I don't know if I
How
chose
fun
to
is
watch.
that?
Yeah,
Sitting on the hot patio watching him run naked.
I don't think it was my choice. I've
was
just seen a lot.
So hot out there.
Did you think this like 10 years ago that this would be part of your job?
Oh, no.
Where you have to watch a guy run naked on his porch?
I've learned a lot.
You're responsible for comedy every single week. I mean, this is your life now.
You're basically a stand-up comedian who gets abused.
Well, my fears are so you were running. We were talking about switching hands.
I'm not switching hands.
I know you say that, but I mean, it might happen. It has been happening in rehearsal.
What-
And the switch is a little sloppy. I saw Dick a couple times.
You did?
Well, not because I was gazing.
I can't switch. That's what I'm saying. Virginia's
That's the
right.
thing. It's tough because you're gonna have your hand running like with chicken winged.
I think I'm going like this, y'all.
Oh, double.
I think I'm gonna go like that.
Boy, that is.
It's gonna be hard.
And then I can go like that.
What do you mean?
Yeah. There you go.
Work that shoulder and then switch. And
Okay.
then, work that shoulder. Give yourself the flexibility.
All right,
Okay,
we're seeing his dick.
Here's what you can't do, though.
We are
You-
totally
you-
seeing his
We
dick.
can't be in the middle of it, and all of a sudden you grab the microphone and go, "Who wants to see Jay Bird switch his hands?" And the crowd fucking.
No, here's what you need to do. You can't switch hands while you're running.
Yes.
We got to slow it down to switch. And maybe you yell, "I need to switch," and then I slow it down.
My corner. We need to be in the most communication we've ever been in.
Oh, sync.
Okay.
Miho, miha.
Okay, we were thinking the same thing. Let's let's try to say the same exact thing. I walked my dog and I saw his dick.
Oh, you guys are in sync.
You're in sync.
Did you say sucked or saw?
All right, not too many singers.
Okay, sorry.
Same team.
Get
right?
back in sync.
Back in sync.
Oh yeah, something's gonna happen between then and now.
We're good.
We cannot fuck this duo up. We can't.
Trust me. We're going to walk out of there hand in hand, arms raised. Denny's, you too.
I'll be there.
Victory. We will shout. Victory.
We can't get into one of our once a year Jay Bird Virginia spats that happen.
Nope, that's not going to happen.
Okay, because we haven't had one in 09. Have we?
Is there a full moon coming?
I don't know.
Is it waning?
I think
let
we
me
both had our periods already.
Yep, periods in the past.
Okay.
All right. Yeah.
Yep, it's not full moon.
Kevin has zero faith in you.
I know.
In fact, I want to see what everybody else thinks. Is it
Ye
just
of
Yeah.
little face and little real hair.
What the hell is the chat room's gonna say? He's gonna fall. Thanks, Meredith, for the confidence. I appreciate that.
He's going to fall.
Hashtag dicks out. Dicks up.
okay? Yeah. So on Twitter, I put, "Do you think we will see Jaybird's D while running the Naked Mile Friday night at Swampgrass Willie's?" And it's definite D or nope.
Okay, I don't think I can drink, but then I'm thinking, do you maybe want to like a pre?
How about a beer?
Yeah.
Yeah, keep it light.
Have a beer in the Uber.
No.
Do you need us to come pick you up?
Yeah, I want to feel like this is like a main event fight.
You want car service?
Yeah, I think you gotta build. Yeah, I think we gotta do that.
I think you
Yeah.
deserve it.
All right. You want me to set up another Bentley?
I mean, I've done the training.
You put the work in.
Okay. Somebody would like for us to do some treadmill trivia while we're there. They like that bit.
Get the fuck out of this bar. Hell no. Oh my god.
This man needs to focus. We're not going to throw any trivia at him.
Yeah. And majority of people think that you need to drink a lot before doing it.
Don't drink a lot. Have a couple beers.
And somebody else, Kim, it's true. She said you run better in heels. They think you should do it in heels.
That's a bad idea.
I don't know if that is a bad idea. But I don't want to fight with my
let's discuss
my
that.
cut corner.
Heels, I would say no. I mean, if anything, you said you wanted to do it barefoot. I said sneakers. I mean, barefoot I think is risky.
I was gonna wear for my. I don't have a robe, but I have a trench jacket or a trench coat.
You know what I have?
What?
When Rocco was born, Joe Ponton gave Panda the Rocky robe that Rocky came out in.
I mean,
do you want to wear the red and gold Rocky robe?
I think I do. I mean, look how excited my team is. My corner is so excited. This is like a real fight because a lot of times the trainer will give something like
Am
that.
I that old guy in Rocky?
You're my Mick.
You're Mick.
I'm Nick?
You're
You're my
Mick.
Mick. You sound like him too.
Rock, you don't have it anymore, Rock.
You are Burgess Meredith.
Somebody said Steve-O would have done treadmill trivia, just saying.
Oh.
Yeah, but Steve,
Don't listen to them.
Steve, thank you. Okay, you're right.
Don't listen to
Don't read
them.
the comments. Don't listen to the words. Stay focused, Bird. Stay focused. I like this positive Virginia. Do not Lucy me. Don't you pull that football from me.
What you need to focus on is not showing the crowd your dick.
You're right.
That is your singular focus.
You're right.
You don't worry about
That's
nothing.
the only goal?
keep it to
Hide
one goal.
that dick.
Do you want to come over tonight and train with me? You want to train me?
No.
Okay. Good, because I didn't want to do it either.
Because in the early running right now, it's 100% definite D. 100%.
Of course the people are going to say that.
Prove them wrong.
Yeah, you're right. Oh, this really is a Rocky story.
It is.
The odds are against you not showing the entire crowd your dick.
Well,
Yeah.
everybody's dick hopeful,
They are.
Yeah.
but I'm not. And we're in charge. You're in charge of your dick. I'm in charge of the treadmill speed. And together, we have the power to keep your dick a secret.
Can you do me a favor? Can you, in your best Mick voice, can you say, all right, Rock, don't show him your cock?
All right, Rock. Don't show him that cock.
Okay, no, you're talking normal. Do your the other voice.
Yeah, no, now try it as Mickey. Oh, man.
This will be fun.
Okay.
Yeah, for everybody.
Okay, let's say here, worst case scenario, something happens, you trip over your feet, whatever, your hands flail out, you fall, you are laying on the Swampgrass Willie stage on your back, and your dick is laying up in the air. And everyone's watching and snapping photos.
And you're out cold.
Oh, shit.
There's nothing.
You gotta hold the robe
There's
to
nothing
throw
you-
over him quickly.
We do.
Okay, I'll have the robe.
Thank you, Kevin. That's good. We have to, like a break in case of emergency.
I will have the robe. I will throw it on his dick as quickly as I can in between laughing.
Oddly enough, for some reason, as soon as he gets knocked out, he gets a massive erection.
Nothing's massive down there, Kevin, other than my balls.
Okay, if that did happen, worst case scenario, where would this rank in your life's most embarrassing moments?
Number one.
It would be number one.
It would be number one.
I mean,
Okay, nothing
people would. I mean, come on, man. I don't want people to see my penis. I don't want that. I don't want them to see my balls. I'm not real thrilled that they're going to see my crack either. I know I showed it on the movie. That's one thing. That's.
It's a bunch of people in a bar. It's live.
Well, here's the other thing too. Half the people there aren't going to know what they're not going to listen to our show, and they're like, "What the fuck is this dick face doing up there?"
We go on right before karaoke, so there's going to be a bunch of people that are just there to sing karaoke, and they're confused.
They didn't sign on for this horse shit.
We're at 10 votes, 100% definite D.
Oh, well, that's fine.
Okay.
I'll go vote.
I kind of like the underdog story we're painting here, and this really is a Rocky tale.
Okay. Well, we'll see where it winds up.
Oh, don't show him your tail, Rocky.
No. I'm gonna tuck too. I'm gonna tuck.
You're going to tuck your penis in like by your taint?
I'm gonna tuck and then cover like this, and then run.
Interesting.
Yeah.
All right, just know you can come to Tequesta and get on the treadmill and practice this.
At this point, I don't think it's a good idea
All right.
Okay.
because Tequestas is so far.
It is far.
Alex sent an email here. Remember that topic we were talking about? Have you ever, or would you hook up with somebody that has a cold? So that's a little bit behind the podcast, but I just want to share a story that I had. I'm gay, and I met a guy online that was on vacation from school. Unfortunately, when we met, he was leaving in 4 days to go back to school, but we hit it off really well. We met up 3 more times before he went back home. Now, to preface, we did not hook up at all when we first met, but on his last day at home, we decided to meet up for breakfast in a quick drive to Jupiter Inlet. With my luck, I woke up with the worst respiratory infection on the day we were going to meet up.
Aw, man.
Well, we still did meet and had a great time. At the end of the date, we were in the car, and he told me he wanted to kiss me. I made sure he was okay with me being sick, and he stated, I don't care. So we kissed for about 5 minutes, and to my horror, when we pulled away from each other, I saw a very visible booger on his nose/upper lip. Yep, I made this guy my human tissue.
Oh, that's awful.
That's pretty tough. Okay.
Oh, that's rough, man.
That's so bad.
Did he notice?
He mentioned it. He's like, oh, I'm sorry. One of my boogers is on your lip.
That is fucked.
Wow. Gosh, that's a tough way to start it off, isn't it? Alex sent an email, said, love you guys. I want to share a story about censorship. There was a Kids in the Hall skit where Kevin McDonald repeatedly calls the other guy an asshole, and every time they bleep hole. I am convinced this skit was made for the censors, as one time he even says, he's an asshole bleep. I looked it up on YouTube, and the uncensored version isn't as funny. Yeah, some of those crazy family tree. Yeah, okay. Yeah, but yeah, I think that's really it. It's a weird thing. You can say ass, you can say hole, you can't say the two together.
Huh.
It's kind of weird with some of the censorship stuff, and that's why, yeah.
You notice how like some of the laws are getting more relaxed about weed and certain things that we're talking about.
Yeah.
How they're legalizing mushrooms, and there's even talk about the brothels. Do you think that's going to happen?
What?
The stuff like that, like what you're talking about in that email, will stuff like that eventually all of this kind of stuff start to happen?
I think there's a lot of stuff where we're just saying, okay, I mean, is it really that, big of a deal? And that's the question. Is I think that we are starting to loosen up some things. Yeah, I'm to me, if the government gets involved and you can tax it and all that kind of stuff and control it, I'm all cool with that kind of stuff. And the language too, I think, is changing a little bit.
And that's what I meant by that. Do you think it's going to get to a point where language is not going to matter on the radio?
I think it's getting closer. I mean, the interesting thing, there's a really good show in Sydney, Australia that I watch, and I could not believe what I was seeing. They had done a prank call, and they're sitting there, and they are able to do prank calls live because, one, we have a law, we can't put somebody on the air without their permission, and then two, we couldn't do that live because of swearing. And so they put someone on without their permission, and they're like going, that's fucking stupid. And I'm like, and they're just sitting there like they're saying any other word. I'm like, oh my gosh, they probably said fuck 25 times.
Really?
And about a 3 or 4 minute call, and they're screaming. They're saying the C word and all that stuff. And I'm like, this is live on Sydney, Australia broadcast radio.
Wow.
I'm like, that's unreal. And the thing that I've noticed, just, I've been a pop music fan my entire life. And, I listen to stuff. That's pretty much what I listen to every day. Like, what's the hottest hit music that's going on? It's actually kind of rare now to find a song that does not have a massive swear word in it, an F-bomb, S-bomb, something like that. It's rare. And how some of the hip-hop songs, they're so graphic. It's unbelievable. It's just like, I'm eating pussy, and like, I'm like, oh, wow, whoa. I mean,
I got to get that track.
Denny's, pull that clip of Kevin.
It's not a track. It's tracks.
Hold on.
And I'm like, what am I listening to? And I'm like,
we have to isolate that video clip, too.
We have to isolate that video clip and audio clip of Kevin. That's my ringtone.
I mean, I don't want to say this, but I'm kind of hard.
All right. Hey, if that's what does it for you. So, but I mean, that's popular music. You go back to when I was a child in the 80s. I mean, it was rare. In fact, Two Live Crew was so big because they did say swear. You're like, I can't believe they swore in a song. Now, like I said, it's rare. So, I mean, that's even changed. And it's tough where I want to download the music. I always try to download the edits because I want to be able to play stuff and not have to think about it. There's no worse feeling than when you're playing and there are kids around and like a massive F-bomb comes out of a song that you're responsible for playing. I'm like,
right.
Oh my gosh,
that's
I hate
the worst.
It's hard to find clean edits to songs on downloading and streaming music. And these kids are getting the music, so I assume they're getting a lot of the naughty versions.
Oh,
and this is regular pop music.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, it's definitely changing. And so, yeah, probably in another, I'm talking the 80s till now, 30 years, another 10, 15, 20 years, it might be commonplace that you hear WRMF playing a song that has an F-bomb in it. I don't know.
And it's not bleeped out. I'm wondering if we're going there.
I don't know. It might be. It's crazy to hear where it is. Yeah, and, people are saying, too, people are saying, like, FX now and stuff like that, they're cuss words. Yeah, I mean, that's broadcast cable, but the way we don't have that, rare that people are doing the antennas to watch their TV. Pretty much everything is streamed or, so I think all that stuff's kind of changing because of that. I thought this was interesting. We're talking about Tracy Morgan, he wrecked his Bugatti.
Yes.
How much is that car worth? $1.5 million, something like that?
1.5. A Honda hit him in Manhattan 15 minutes after he drove off the lot with his brand new Bugatti.
Yeah. And Denise sent this in. You talk about his net worth. And what did you say it was? 20 mil or something like that, Jaybird? But I remember making a comment.
Yeah, it was 12.
12. Yeah, and I'm like going, it ain't enough to be buying $1.5 million Bugattis. And Denise said that they may not have the right numbers on Tracy Morgan because Damon Wayans accidentally in an interview mentioned that Tracy Morgan got over $100 million in that Walmart settlement.
I told y'all.
So
that Walmart settlement is not being factored in.
And apparently Tracy is legitimately still mad at Damon Wayans for doing that because he was really keeping that on the DL. Like, I don't think it was released in the terms. And so that's why, because I'm like, if you're worth $12 million, spending 1/12 on a car that they always say is the worst investment you could ever make, that's dumb money. That's dumb spending.
Yeah, but yeah, Virginia, you're right. I think that 12 mil is from
Working.
all the work he's done. 'Cause
Not from his Walmart.
The guy's worked a lot. He was on a big show.
But nothing compares to a $100 million Walmart payday.
Yeah. No, you're right.
I thought I had heard him even mention that before.
He has, but I don't think he gave specifics on the numbers. But, I mean, it was out there.
Yeah, Chris M. says his Walmart settlement was around $90 million. It's out there.
It was out there.
So if
It
you got
was.
$90 to $100 million, then yeah, go buy Bugattis. That's Bugatti money.
Still, though, I still wouldn't buy a Bugatti. For 1.5 for a car, I don't care how many millions I have.
I'm with you.
I would not be buying no freaking Bugatti.
I'd have a tough time pulling the trigger on something like that. Plus, I don't really love cars anyway.
Yeah. We all might have everything. We all, I think, hey, if you got money like that, you're allowed a few what you would call dumbass.
I agree.
Or it's like it's completely selfish and, yeah, you don't give me guilt about I'm not giving this to starving kids in Africa. Line, but yeah, you get that perk. It's part of what comes with it. Give them a few, one or two.
How many cars would you start to feel like, all right, I'm an asshole? When are you an asshole? Is it 5 cars? When you own 5 cars, just for yourself?
I think it's.
And I'm kidding when I say asshole. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it is all relative. Some people collect them. They got different things. The only thing, if money wasn't a question for me, I might have different cars for different things that I do. Because you would have a different car if you go out to the beach than what you would do if you're going to a social function. And, you might need to transport more people. So
yeah, that's what mine is based on.
I wouldn't feel bad having a nice car in each of those categories to justify it. But outside of that, then I'd be like, okay, what are we doing here?
I think if you have a car for like scooting around and then you have a car for like transporting the whole family, that's justifiable.
Oh, yeah.
Once you go like over 4 cars, it's like, what are you doing?
Well,
I'm just not a car person, though.
That's what I'm saying. If you're, let's say you're just a single person and you have 15 cars in your yard and you're rich as fuck. What's the number where you're like, all right,
He's an asshole.
he's an asshole?
I know plenty of assholes got 1 car.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. Well, and sometimes they can be the biggest asshole with just that one.
Right?
You're right.
That one says a lot. Yeah, somebody in the chat room, Sam, made the comment, yeah, you can listen to country. They don't swear a lot there. Yeah, they don't do F-bombs, but I've even noticed like a Blake Shelton song, like they'll throw shit out every now and then.
Shit.
They do
And
get.
they don't play it on IRK. It's not going to make the country radio, but yeah.
They got
will.
that one girl. I forget her name, but
Boys Around Here's got shit in it.
the one. If I was rich, and they la 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 la.
I could be, Rich. That Mary Morris.
Yeah. I didn't know she was
I'd be
country.
rich.
I saw her.
She does a lot of back and forth. She's really, because she did that song in the middle.
With Zed.
Oh, that's her.
Yeah.
Okay,
Mary Morris. She's massive. She's becoming very big. She's very talented.
I
too.
think she's very talented.
She's
Didn't even
massively
know
talented.
who she was, and then I was reading the comments, and there was a lot of the.
She got a pop song called Girls, I think it is now. It's being played on, I don't know if country's even playing it. Country's actually kind of weird. They don't allow some of the country artists with their pop hits.
Yeah, the comments were, "This isn't real country. What the shit is this?" And then
not.
other people were like, "She is country. Listen to the lyrics."
It's not. Well, you know that the country charts, they came out and they banned that Billy Ray Cyrus, little whatever it is, that it's more hip hop. They said it
Yes.
doesn't meet enough of the standards of country to be considered, because it actually could realistically probably be number 1 on the country charts because it's a massive song.
I saw an interview with your boy Bobby Bones,
yeah, Bobby.
interviewing John Mayer, and John Mayer had a song off his the album before the New Light one, and very kind of a country feel. He tried to get on country radio, and Bobby was trying to get it on the air for him as well.
Yeah,
and it
Bobby's,
wouldn't work. They would not go for it.
Bobby's a mainstream dude. He always has. And when he first started, and I was talking to him when he first took the country gig, because he had come from not country, he was really struggling, and because he was doing bits where he's playing the Beatles and things like that on the show. And they were like, "You're a country host now. You're not. Get this shit out of here." And he's like, "Look, this is relatable for,
Generations
Country
of
artists
people.
know the Beatles, and
Right.
so
Do the Oak Ridge Boys, not the Beatles.
yeah, he had a tough go. His first 6 weeks or so was, and maybe a little longer, was kind of rough as he was trying to break in on that. And he's fighting the good fight now. I think they kind of see his point, and he stuck by it and said, "Look, I think this is good for country to."
Crossover.
Well, Sheryl Crow, because they'd be like, Sheryl Crow tried to do that, and they're not accepted. Jessica Simpson will try, and they're like, no, that ain't country. So,
They're right about Jessica Simpson.
Aw.
Yeah, so
She's
they're
not
very
country.
particular,
How's she
yeah.
country? Give me a
Yeah,
break.
so you.
She's from Texas.
Well, in fact, it was last night they had the ACMs. Bobby was probably there for that. And they had my boy Zach Brown was up there. And Zach had said, you know what? It's good for all the people because they call it the Machine. In fact, one of the big country labels is called the Machine. He's like, for all you people out there, they're fighting against, what country does. He's like, yeah, fuck the Machine. And the censors missed it.
Oh.
This was on the American Country Music Awards. And he goes, and the fuck got through.
Nice.
Oh, country people like, oh
my gosh.
God, he said the F word. Shit.
And is he the most popular guy right now, or he's just your favorite guy?
Well, you're getting
He's
these
popular.
artists. That's the big, he's popular, but he has crossover appeal, and country always has, but country is very fickle. In fact, somebody's texting in, real country folk don't like crossover.
They don't.
And
My dad's my dad loves real country. He don't like some of this pop. It's pop. It's really pop songs with a twang.
And they also text in Bobby Bones is a fucking douche. So, so Bobby deals with a lot of that because he's not necessarily,
I used to think he was hot. I don't like him with the glasses.
All right,
That's
come
just
on,
me.
Virginia.
Yeah,
It's
no.
very-
Why you gotta get so?
We don't.
So come on.
I think they tried to make him less hot when he went on country. That's when he started wearing the glasses.
Why would they do that? What would be the reasoning
He's on
behind that?
Dancing with the Stars. He's doing fine.
Man, you're too good looking. Let's try to make you look ugly.
Yeah.
No.
That's
very-
my
Are you
philosophy.
saying the Machine is
the
doing
Machine
this?
made him put on the glasses to be less hot? Because he's hotter without them.
Yeah. Okay. Well, there you go. That's an interesting thing. Fight the good fight. Let me see here. Got a quick little thank you from Stacy. Said, my husband and I love you guys. Listen daily. I'm writing you because I was listening to your show yesterday after picking up my kids from school. I got a big reality check. As you guys are talking about the Match.com breaking up stats about being, quote, boring and being with somebody that takes things too seriously and not laughing enough, it hit me. OMG, this is me. My husband tells me all the time to not take things so serious, and I snap at him for it instead of taking a moment and thinking about what he is really trying to say. I wasn't always like this, but we have 2 small kids now, 4 and 1, and between school play dates, after school activities, packing lunches, making dinner, keeping the house clean, and so on, it's easy to fall into a, quote, routine and
Yes.
just go through it with your head down because sometimes you feel like you have to because you got to stay on course.
She's right.
I wanted to thank you guys for reminding me to lift my head up, look around, and laugh at the small things that happen in life, and also reminding me that my husband isn't trying to criticize me by telling me how I should look at life, but he is trying to make me enjoy life more.
I love it.
That's very good.
See, that's part of living right there. You're making the adjustment.
We need to be. I need to be reminded all the time. Because I really do. I get in that zone and like the house has to be clean and or this has to be this and this has to be that, and then it's just like, what am I doing?
Yeah,
Who cares?
there's a lot of things we got to remind you about,
Well,
like not swearing on the actual air.
just remind yourself to hold on to your dick.
Well, that's
what
something.
was she said?
She said muff today. You
Yeah.
can't say muff on the air
Why?
because it's someone's pussy you're talking about.
I mean, the only way you can get away with it is if you're talking about that old, when people would put, like, it's cold outside, hand grandma her muff. And you go, ugh.
Grandma, no one wants to hand you your
Yeah.
muff.
Yeah, when you said muff, me and Karen were like, "Urgh."
I'm like, in that context, yeah, it's a contextual word. Like, you can say cock contextually right. Be like, yeah, I went out and I watched a Gamecock game, and those Cocks were doing great. They really beat up on Clemson. You could say that.
but you can't say I was running at the Naked Mile and my cock came out.
Right. Hand grandma her muff. You can say that, but how you, what was it?
I called you the Miyagi of muff.
Yes. Clearly, yes. We were talking about, yeah.
You're a master.
You loved it because it had the same letters, Miyagi,
it was
muff.
very clear you were talking about
I
pussy.
saw the light bulb
and
go.
you
Oh,
cannot
I gotta say
broadcast
this,
that.
Kev.
Yes, you cannot broadcast that.
Well,
it's not going to work.
I'm sorry, not sorry.
Okay. There you go. All right. Well, we've got a big old Friday show for you. We got Jaybird running naked on the treadmill tomorrow night at Swampgrass Willie's. And by the way, you've got 6% of the people now believing that you will not show your dick.
Okay.
Well, thank you for believing in me.
I voted not.
Okay. Wait,
Oh, well, so I think it's only one vote. You voted not?
I voted we won't show his dick.
Okay, so I
Okay.
think it's Virginia's vote. It's in there.
it's my team.
Yes.
That's my cut guy.
Okay. So there you go.
And the other thing I wanted to say is we're also going to be raising some money for my buddy Jim. He's going to be getting his operation in a week.
Yes.
So
this kidney transplant is not cheap.
my boy is going through it right now.
He's been in
not-
the hospital. He's
Yeah.
not been able to work or pay any of his bills, and now he's going to have all these medical bills. So we're definitely going to do some things out there at the Naked Mile to raise money for him as well.
And I bring it up too because people are reaching out saying, how can we help? This is how you can help.
Absolutely.
All right, so then we'll see you there tomorrow night, 8 o'clock. I'm back here tomorrow morning. Goodbye.
Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.